Nod Factor, my man Skillz.
Hey.
That takes it back, huh?
It's nostalgic hearing that, man. I sounded like a chipmunk. You know what I'm saying? My voice was changed. I used to get Big L comparisons all the time. We both had that nasal.
You did sound like Big L.
Yeah, we both had that nasal flow. I mean, but that's a legend. R.I.P. That's one of the greatest, Big L. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I thought he was Big L, but you know. And we was punchline kings too. So you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's crazy, man, to hear that now.
When was the first time you seen that video play? Where was you at?
Oh man, I was in Virginia. Actually, we shot the video in Virginia. I was in Virginia, and they told me that it was gonna play on Rap City that Friday, I think. And it was whatever. It was one of them shows. And I was like, yo, my video's about to come. It was so crazy, like to see my city and to see, you know, Virginia in a light that hadn't been shown. And you know, when I shot the video, it was a big deal. Like the whole city came out. Like it was crazy, man. Like it's crazy to just think about that. I'm like 2 years away from like 20 years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like 2016 will be the 20th anniversary of that album. So I'm gonna try to do something special for it.
You gotta have something special happen for that.
Yeah, of course. Like I got people that want to do films and document it and do a concert and all that. But yeah, it's crazy. I definitely won't sound the same though if I do these songs.
You grew up a little bit?
I grew up a little bit.
That's crazy. So you did that, and then then after you evolved into this extra prolific ghostwriter.
Yeah.
How did that
by accident?
I was about to say, how did that come about?
It was by accident. I was working in the studio and I was writing some songs for myself, and I had just wrote the hook. You know what I'm saying? Like I always gotten to a point where I wrote hooks first, and I wrote the hook. And this DJ came in, and he was like, big DJ at the time. I ain't gonna say his name.
Why not?
Because a good ghostwriter never reveals his clients.
Because you know I'm gonna ask you. Because I'm gonna ask you.
People been asking me for years.
I know
nobody's been able to get the info out
Puff
of me.
Daddy spilled the beans on his own. So
I mean, I would neither confirm nor deny. But what happened was he heard the hook. He was like, yo, you should let me get that for my album. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna burn these verses up. He's like, nah, I want that for me though. And I was like, yeah, I give it to you. Just let me play my verses. He was like, nah, I want that hook. And I didn't even understand what it was. He was like, I want to put somebody else on it. And I was like, yeah, just let me know. We could do a feature. He was like, no, I want to buy that from you. I want to buy
just that right there
part. And I was like, you want to buy it? He was like, yeah, I want it for my album. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, who you gonna give it to? And then he told me, and I was like, oh yeah, they can have it. And then it came out, you know what I'm saying? He came out, he's one of the first DJs to put out an album, you know what I mean, that sold a whole lot of records. And I got that check.
Master Flex?
Yeah,
daddy.
He's from New York. He's from New York. I will say that. Well, and it happened, and I got the check, and I was like, damn, like, and he was like, yeah, like, and then people started calling me like, yo, I need some joints, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I just started putting verses to him. And they just take it. And then my name started floating around in the industry like, yo, he got heat. Should holler at him. And this was when it was, it was under the raps. You know what I'm saying? It was, Sauce Money, he was doing a lot of ghostwriting, Mace, you know what I'm saying? He's doing a lot of stuff for Puff early on. Like, and it wasn't no big deal to us. We like, yo, that's my man. I'm gonna make sure my man shine too. I'm gonna have him spit some, he gonna spit some shit too.
Yeah.
But later on, it was like a lyrical higher thing. So I was like, oh, okay, y'all want joints? All right, cool.
So when you ghostwrite for an artist, whoever it is, do you put yourself, I mean, you have to kind of put yourself in their shoes and try to write from their perspective.
Yeah.
Is that hard?
Not really. That just comes with being a good writer. You know what I'm saying? Being able to step away from yourself and, have another voice. And, I looked up to the greats. I used to look up to Big Daddy Kane, who wrote, for Roxanne Shante. He wrote for Biz Markie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was when you was like, yo, here's the book of raps. Just take the rap. Like, kind of like Cass and Hank. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
rest in peace, Big Hank.
Yeah, rest in peace, Big Hank. Just take some verses out of there, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? That was early. Like, you just wanted your homie to say something dope, too.
Yeah.
Because you don't want nobody standing beside you and they ain't dope, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I never thought that it would, become as big as it did. And it was so, I think XXL named me like the #1 ghostwriter of all time one time. And I was like, shh.
You are.
I was like, shush up.
Like,
I don't.
I want this quiet money. Stop talking.
Right, you know
Stop
what I'm
telling.
saying? Like, chill.
Stop telling.
Like, James Bond doesn't want to be known as, the number one spy of all time. Like, I'm a spy, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people always ask me, like, yo, but, when you give away that record and they look at my career and they're like, you never really had a platinum album or you never really sold a lot of records. Do you ever really give away a record and look at the success of it and be like, oh, man, I should have kept that for myself? And I'm like, no.
Because the checks is great.
Because it wasn't for me. Like, if I fixed your roof, I wouldn't ride by your house every day like, damn, look at his roof. I built his roof. His roof is amazing. All I can say is, from fixing so many roofs in this town, I got the killer roof. I
live in Brentwood right now, damn it.
In the cut, though. So.
Shit. So this song you did, the Ghostwriter song.
Right.
It bleeps out a bunch of different names.
Right.
Was there ever any names on that song?
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah. People always say, yo, where's the unedited version of Ghostwriter? I'm like, I have it.
You have it?
I have it. It does exist, but that would be
Will you ever air it out?
Maybe. One day, one day.
What would it take for you to air it out?
Oh, man, the lights have to be ready to go off. They got to be ready to cut the heat off. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to say that, the foreclosure's coming. It's got to be for me to rustle that up. And then it's so long ago to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's so long ago to me. Like, I just be like, I'll leave it alone. But it was a fun record to make. So when nobody had ever did it.
When you made it and you dropped it to the A&R, the producer has a copy of it, don't he? No?
Yeah. Fusion Unlimited. He lives in Philadelphia.
You got his address and social security number, everything. Like, shit, if it ever come out, I know who released that shit.
Yeah, Fusion has a copy of it. He did the beat. And I think just me and him. We're the only people that have a copy.
And the label and the A&R didn't say, hey.
Because I gave them the version with the names out of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
They never had.
Because rumor has it that they actually chopped it up and said they didn't want to ruffle any feathers.
There's no rumor of that. I did that. Because I was like, it means more with the names bleeped out than it does with it in.
They do.
You know what I mean? I was like, I want you to forever try to figure out who the fuck is he talking about. Until I decide to say, all right, here you go.
And we are trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and and how many years later? Like shit, 15 years later,
we still trying to figure that shit out.
And I'm, that'll be, like I'll be the guy about to pop out and just tap out and be like, yeah, all right. So the Ghostwriter dad downstairs behind the wall in the house.
So let's get into it. Since we're talking about it, we talked it up right now. Let's get into my man Skillz, and the song is called Ghostwriter.
Yes, Ghostwriter right now.
Right here, White Label Radio. The infamous. Let's go.